the old days of green. Wait, I
We're
should probably
pedophiles.
Welcome back, Bandecfolks. You're tuned into another reaction here on the YouTube channel. If you aren't already, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're climbing all the way to 1,000 subscribers, and hell yeah, we're having a great time doing it. If you aren't already, follow us on Instagram at Bandecdotes, Bandecdotes. And if you have any suggestions that you want to see us react to, just shoot us a message, DM, or hit us up by email.
Or if your band put out a music video.
All right, so we're going to get outside of the local sphere that we normally enter, and we're going to cover a massive band that everyone knows. We're talking about the old days of Green. Green Day with Billy Old Jarnstrong, whatever his name is.
Billy Jarnstrong, Twa Cool, and Bass.
And bass.
And Bass. I love Bass. He's, I love Bass. Bass and Trey Cool and Billy Jarnstrong.
Obviously, we have grown up with Green Day, and we can sit here and talk to you about the days of Green when we were growing up, like records like Nimrod, Dookie, and even American Idiot.
American Idiot's a fucking classic. I will make a whole video, Phil. American Idiot was so ahead of its time. Mm-hmm. It's like not the only good rock opera concept album, but it's shockingly good for Green Day. I remember when that album came out and I was a kid, I said I liked it and everyone said, Tyler, you're fucking stupid. And everyone was wrong. Yeah. American Idiot is so good.
Aged well.
And that's oh yeah. And some of those songs, Jesus of Suburbia, you're talking like these 13-minute songs
Holiday.
All connect into 3 different songs. Holiday is a classic. Even Wake Me Up When September Ends is a beautiful
Broken
song.
Dreams.
Great song. American Idiot itself. It was one of the first songs I learned when I picked guitar back up because
these are all hits.
Hits, and then you get into Nimrod with Nice Guys Finish Last, and then you got Basket Case. Man, Green Day used to be such a force to be reckoned with. And then they have spent the better part of a decade and a half being unlistenable. So,
now I think we obviously do want to acknowledge and congratulate Billy Old Stromwrong and his sobriety. He overcame that.
He's a sober king?
Yep, he is a sober king, and
shout you out.
I think that, you can make the argument of people and artists whether they want to be on drugs and whether their music is better or not. I don't think that's a good thing to say or spout around.
It's a very harmful thing to say.
It's a very harmful thing to say. However, I think what's happened with Green Day is they get to a point with you become a band. And you're obviously playing these old songs for the rest of your life. And when people go to see you, they're going to hear these songs. And they have labels and they have money underneath them that are constantly pushing them to put out content and records and whatnot. And I guess at this point, it's really tough for you to write a new song when you're hundreds of songs deep. And, where you started the band from when you were because they were teenagers when the band started to where they are now. They're in their 40s. I imagine there's a lot of growing things going on. So it's really hard to judge a band and its career in that sense. Metallica is just as guilty for doing it too. If it were up to me, we would just say don't make new records.
Metallica's last 3 records have not been nearly as bad as Green Day's last 3 records. Let's chill a little bit.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with you. But I just in the grand scheme of the discography, they're fodder.
No one's going to a Metallica concert in 2024 and being oh, I hope I hear something off 72 Seasons.
Yeah, or Hardwired, right? You want to hear the big songs, and they're going to play them.
We want to hear Frantic. We want to hear Saint Anger. I want to hear all of Luther.
And you're getting so they are in that category where they're just that big. Slipknot is in the same category where these records don't need to be good. The fan base are always going to show up to their concerts, and maybe they're exhausted. People go through different phases, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm making the argument for Green Day. There's something about them that I enjoy them as people.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can take a joke too, which I think is, like honorable on their side. But yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I think it's been since American Indiana. Maybe I'm just closed minded. Maybe I haven't sat down and listened to a new Green Day record, but it just hasn't been for me.
Well, we are going to go into their newest single. Their album came out as well the Friday that just passed. Bobby Sox with as open of a mind as we possibly can. I genuinely want to enjoy this because um, I like going against the grain and liking things that people don't like, and B, again, I feel the same way you do. I think that these guys are probably like genuinely good people, and I have such fond memories of their old music that I don't want to dislike this.
Yeah, I respect them. Yeah.
It'll be fun not to, but it's
Yeah.
not. Like we're always going to be honest on the channel. But yeah, I genuinely hope like.
Do you wanna be my girlfriend?
Pretty worried, Phil. I'm a little worried. I'm a little concerned about what I know. Now that's just one bar. There's just something about knowing the age of the singer and hearing like anything that reminds me of like high school, like when Machine Gun Kelly sings about kissing under bleachers, but he's in his 30s.
Yeah, and like
I know he didn't say high school, but there's that terminology from
no, like for sure, and like there's something important about like connecting with the youth and making them feel heard and whatnot. But like when you have a lyric like "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" and like this guy's probably been married for like 12 years, and like. Where is this inspiration coming from? Like, how do you write a song like that?
Oh no, I'm scared we're going to be pausing this one a lot. All right. Open mind. Open mind.
I genuinely want to enjoy this.
Open mind.
Take you to a movie that we've already seen, or sit at home and watch me.
What is he doing? What is watch me? He's Bob Dylaning.
He's Bobby Soxing it.
Oh, he's Bob Dylaning. Oh my god. Okay. Fuck.
I genuinely want to enjoy this.
Bobby Dylan.
Okay.
Bobby Dylan.
Open mind. Oh my god. What's how do you say 30 in French?
That's Trey right there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to what's like the French word for 300?
Trey.
100. Man, our education system failed us. Oh, okay. I need to stop.
And I'll kiss you again and make our dead friends blush. Oh, we'll be getting married right there on the scene. Do you wanna be my best friend? You can drive me crazy all over again, and I'll bore you to death. Oh, doesn't matter when we are in love.
Phil, this sounds like a bad Weezer song.
The bass is really singing this song.
Oh, bass is the best. Okay. I will say Billy Joel and I have a theory about alcohol, and I think it preserves you. Billy Joel looks shockingly less old than the other two members of Green Day, And I think all the alcohol, and I did it to myself, I think. So if I look young, guys, I'm actually 54 years old. Put it in the comments. But I think all the alcohol like preserves you in a way. It pickles you. And then like you can come back out sort of okay.
I just looked into it. First of all, yeah, Billy is 51.
He looks great.
Years.
Handsome man.
He's 51 years old. But
Me
he
too,
has,
Billy.
he has been married to the same person since 1994.
I am gonna say I like, and this isn't saying much because they're just going woo, but I like the hook. The hook reminds me of like again like Weezer or like Blur. You know what I mean? The lyrics though are just like
they're
I mean I guess
pandering.
it's fun. Yeah, and like even like I hate being the type of person to say this, but I feel like the gay people in the video and stuff like that, it feels, and I hate people who talk like this, but I think I'm right here. It feels virtue signaling. It feels like look.
Yeah, there's a difference between like yeah,
inclusion
and
making it a huge point to like.
Thank you. Yes.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, no, but it feels strategic. It feels like in the casting call, they're like, we need a gay couple, we need X amount of black people, we need
you to say, I want you to be my boyfriend in the chorus because we want it very much feels like they're pandering towards it.
I like that part. I like giving people the ability to sort of sing from both aspects. I think that's fine. And I've always liked, like, for example, I remember the White Stripes back in the day. He did the Jolene cover. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm backing up you, please don't take my man. And most people would change it, don't take my woman or something, you know what I mean? But no, he just sings the exact lyrics. And I always really, really enjoyed that because it was like someone who understood the storytelling of a song versus it being specifically from their point of view.
See, that seems more organic than what we're getting right here, though. I feel like in this case, it just feels like it's been like
it feels like if you asked an AI to write like the inclusive pop punk anthem of 2024.
Yes.
And let me make it very clear, by the way, like we're the type of guys who are like totally down for like inclusion and stuff like that. I never want to see a marginalized group used as a prop for a band to be like, look at how inclusive we are.
Yeah, and bass is just giving it all.
We love bass. I will say we love bass on this channel. There is a shocking amount of this left.
Oh my god. Bass.
I forgot.
I genuinely want to enjoy this.
I forgot that Trey Cool was like a make crazy faces drummer. So it's like I fucking put your tongue in your mouth. You're 50. Stop it, Phil. No, stop. You're making me uncomfortable. You're making me so uncomfortable. Oh my god, the thumbnail we have for this episode.
Tyler.
I love the idea of like the video director coming in and being like, "Hey, everybody, now start chanting Green Day." I like the idea that they think that this is like what their shows are like.
Have you ever heard of the band Violent Soho, specifically their song "Jesus Stole My Girlfriend"?
No, but that's a sick song.
It sounds exactly like this song.
Well, now I'm mad. So now they're plagiarizing too.
And this is an old this is like almost exactly from the chorus to even to how the song is being played. Like, I wish I could just pull it up for you really quick. Like, I got it right at the very end. They're doing the millennial call, which is like the ooh.
Oh, and just quickly to go back to what I was saying about Green Day playing live. You know what you see at Green Day Live in 2024? A lot of lawn chairs. A lot of beer cozies and fat white dudes. This is an interesting crowd for a Green Day show.
They also bring like they're notorious, or not notorious. They're well known for like bringing people on stage and doing like a song with them together, and like kind of like, you know, I think they know their audience, and I think they're just really playing to it, and I think they're well aware that their audience isn't as much as it is you and me, who used to be in, like, I think they know that, you know, people like us are familiar with their back catalog, and that's why we like Green Day. And I think they are looking at a different audience and going, how can we capitalize on this? Because these are the people going out to shows. I think it's strategic. I think it's calculated. I don't think it's not on purpose.
I think that they may have put in the coordinates wrong, and they've ended up on some other fucking island than what they were aiming for. But
for sure, and I think that's why we get songs like Bobby Sox in 2024 with a band like Green Day, who's been around for like what, 30, 40 years at this point. Like, it's
to give a little bit of credit in that ending sort of hook. The grit he got in his voice sounded really good. It sounded like really punk, a lot punker than we've heard Billy in a long time. So
yeah.
There's a couple things about this track that I think, like, in a different setting with a different song could work. Like that vocal tone. Like, I wish, like, again, I want his voice to sound aged, and I don't know if the Neck Deep React is out yet. Stay tuned to the channel if not. I don't know what's coming out first, but that was another thing that I found. Like, I kept complimenting his voice, but like, I like when a singer sounds aged. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's something about that where, like, it's that familiar voice, but it's a little raspier. Mm-hmm. It's a little, like, I like that, and I feel like we got a little bit of that here, which I appreciated. But
yeah, I wish
not a great song.
I genuinely want to enjoy this.
I wish we would get a little bit more aggressive music coming from Green Day, even if it's just a one-off, like the way that Blink-182 does in their records, where like maybe 2 or 3 songs are just like a minute, 30 seconds, and they're fast, quick punk songs. I think they realize where they're coming from, and they can play tribute to that. I like how that band does that. Yeah.
A track like that just has like a literal mosh part at the end. Like, it'd be sick to hear Green Day do that. And, you know, I guess when you're playing arenas, it's not as... If you're going to play an arena show, again, for a bunch of fat white dudes in lawn chairs, this is coming from a fat white dude, by the way. Like, I guess your 2-step riff part probably is moot. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't know. You know what? I feel like we've talked about this long enough. Shout out to you, Billy, for getting sober. Shout out to Bass for just being an all-around great guy. We love
the pillar Bass of Green Day, if I will, if I may.
And Trey Cool, keep your fucking tongue in your mouth. I'm sorry. It actually bothers me. Stop. All right, guys, that is it. Leave this video a like if you liked it. What did you think of this song? Is this the best Green Day song you've ever heard? Is this the worst Green Day song you've ever heard? Or is it maybe just an in-between? Give us a subscribe if you like hearing us talk about it. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. Check out the bio if you have heard of Landr. It is a music plugin and mastering company, and we have a discount for you down there. So give that a click if you're shopping for plugins and mastering stuff. It helps us out, and you'll save a little bit of money. And shout out bass.
Try this super duper radical turbo sandwich, man.